Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start our unit number 8. It's our week number 8 and our unit name is the lumber room. Okay. I'm your teacher, Madam Fauzi Akhtar. In our today's lesson, we will discuss only its exercises. You have not to do its words meanings or reading or exercise A1. We will start from our exercises B. The topic of the lesson is the lumber room. The lumber means pieces of furniture or large objects that you do not use anymore and you have a place in your home where you keep these things. Lumber means useless things that are not in any use anymore. This is a story about a boy, Nicholas, who lives with his aunt. As we have not to make its reading, so we will directly go to its exercises. Page number 101, exercise B1, working with words. And this exercise consists of some words and expressions you have to use in your sentences. The first expression is disgraceful conduct. Disgraceful means not according to good standards, not according to good morals. Bad or shameful, and conduct means behavior, way of talking, way of behaving. So this expression means bad or shameful behavior. For example, you find someone's conduct and you find that his conduct was disgraceful. You can use this expression in sentence to describe someone's disgraceful conduct. Okay, the sentences you have to make by yourself. I will not give you any sentence. I will only explain the meanings to you. Okay, disgraceful conduct means बुरा या काबिल शर्मिंदगी रवैया या बर्ताव, ऐसा रवैया या बर्ताव जिस पर किसी को शर्म महसूस होनी चाहिए, जो आपके अखलाकी इक़दार के अगेंस्ट हो. बी पार्ट इज़ विद द इंसिस्टेंस ऑफ. Insistence here means to demand something again and again, to repeat something again and again. For example, if you want to get something from your parents, you say it, you demand for it again and again. You say it with the insistence of. Okay, with the insistence of here means with continuous demands. For example, you want to buy a bicycle, so you go to your parents and demand that you want to get a bicycle. In simple meanings, it will get the expression with the insistence of. For example, with the insistence of my parents, I joined the summer camp. C part, obstinacy. This word is obstinacy. Obstinacy means refusing to change opinion और वेज ऑफ बिहेविंग. किसी चीज़ के बारे में, किसी बात के बारे में मुसलसल इनकार करते रहना कि आप उसको चेंज नहीं कर, ज़िद करना, हटीलापन दिखाना. सी पार्ट इज़ ऑब्स्टिनेसी. दैट मीन्स रिफ्यूजिंग टू चेंज ओपिनियंस और वेज ऑफ बिहेविंग. डी पार्ट, पुट इनटू एग्जीक्यूशन. D part is put into execution. That means execute means to put into action, to make something actionable, to make something come into action. To put into execution means putting a plan into action. For example, you make a plan, you make a scheme or you make a decision, then you make arrangements to put it into execution. काबिल अमल बनाना. Put into execution means here putting a plan into action. The next word is rigorously. That means thoroughly, completely, done carefully. Okay, this is an adverb. That means doing something carefully or thoroughly or completely. For example, you have to make some plan and you want to do it, so you have to do it rigorously. You have to do it carefully, thoroughly. F part, disastrous effect. Disastrous here means harmful. Effect, influence, result. For example, these days our country is facing a lot of rains, floods, and many other problems. But rains are having a very disastrous effect on many cities of Pakistan, especially Karachi. Okay, so you can make the sentence that the bad weather and the heavy rains are creating disastrous effect on the lives of people living in Karachi. Okay, our next part is forfeited. Forfeited means to lose something by doing something wrong, or to lose something by doing something that is not according to your standards. Okay, or that is not wanted by you, or that you do not want to do. So forfeited means to lose something, to withdraw from something. कोई चीज़ छोड़ देना, अपने हाथ पाँव छोड़ देना, लड़ना छोड़ देना, जद्दोजहद करना छोड़ देना. Forfeited means lose something by doing something. The last phrase expression is no intention of. Intent means to have some plan, or to make some plan, or to make up mind. Here no intention of means to have no plans, to have no schemes. For example, you can say that I have no intention of going to Murray or spending my holidays with my cousins. Okay, I have explained the meanings of these words and expressions. You have to use these expressions and words in your own sentences, and this is your homework. Now come to part C, that is learning about language, and our topic is abstract nouns. Abstract means not clear, based on general ideas and not on any particular real person, thing, etc. Abstract means not clear, only based on general ideas, or only depends on mental state. It has no physical position, it has no particular real person or thing. For example, truth. Truth, you can only explain the definition of truth. Okay, it is only based on ideas. It has no real personality. You can't touch it, you can't see it, you have only definition of truth in your minds. You know the only definition of it. What is truth? To say something right according to the moral standards. Honesty. Honesty means to be sincere. You can be sincere with your own, with your parents, with your studies, with your country. Okay, honesty means a state of being sincere. Wisdom. Wisdom is a mental state. It has no physical feature, it has no physical appearance. You can't touch it, you can't see it with your eyes. It is only a mental state. You can only define what is wisdom. Okay, the person who bears wisdom is called wise. The person who bears honesty is called honest. Okay, now to our today topic is abstract nouns. And abstract noun is the name of a quality, a feeling, or a state. It's only a feeling. It is the opposite of material noun. Okay, now look at your exercises. Exercise C2. In this exercise you have been given some phrases, and in these phrases you have some abstract nouns. You have to change these nouns into adjective. Okay, you have some parts from A to H. You have some abstract nouns in these parts, and you have to make the adjectives from these nouns. Now come to our exercise. Abstract nouns will be changed into an adjective phrase. Okay, be careful. The example is the boy's imagination. लड़के का तसव्वुर या ख्याल. You have to change the word imagination into adjective. That will be made as an imaginative boy. Okay, the adjective will come before the noun. The boy's imagination will change into an imaginative boy. एक ऐसा बच्चा जो अपने जहन में कुछ ख्यालात और तसव्वुरात बनाकर रखता है. A part. The first phrase is the child's happiness. Here the child is noun and apostrophe shows that there is some noun, abstract noun related to it, that is happiness, the state of being happy. You have to change the word happiness into adjective and it will be replaced as the happy child or a happy child. Okay, happiness will change into happy. Happy is adjective, happiness was abstract noun. So make it clear in your mind that happiness is abstract noun and happy is the adjective. Okay, and it will become a happy child. B part, the king's pride. Pride means to be arrogant. Pride is abstract noun and it will be replaced as a proud king. Proud is an adjective. Okay, pride was abstract noun and proud is its adjective. Pride was abstract noun and proud is its adjective. The proud king, Maghrur Badshah. C part, the patient's patience. You have to be careful about this sentence. The first patient means the person who is sick, who goes to doctor to seek some cure from him or her. The patient's patience. The patience is the state of facing some difficulty or facing some tough time with open heart or with open mind. Okay, the patience here is abstract noun and it will be replaced as the patient patient. Patient, the patient. सब्र करने वाला मरीज. For example, if you look at a patient, he is going through or he is suffering from a very serious disease and he is having great pains in his body or anywhere. But he doesn't make any noise, he doesn't make any cries. So you can say that he is a patient patient. Okay, the patient. Our next phrase is the customer's rudeness. Rudeness means to be rude, not to show good morals, not to be serious, not to be solemn, not to show politeness. The customer's rudeness. Customer is the person who goes to a shop or any mall to buy something. So the customer's rudeness. Rudeness is abstract noun. It will be replaced as rude. The adjective will be rude. The rude customer. एक गुस्ताख या बदतमीज गाहक. The customer's rudeness. Now our next part is E part, that is the doctor's patience. Sometimes patients are patient, but sometimes if some patient disturbs a doctor, asks something again and again that doesn't need to be asked, that you can also observe the doctor's patience. Okay, for example, there is some great tragedy in our country, there is an emergency situation in our hospital. So at that point the doctors also show some patience. They have to be patient there, because if they lose temper, the patients will not come to them, or the doctors will not do their duties well. So doctors have to also show some patience at some points in hospitals or in their clinics. Okay, patience here again is abstract noun and it will be replaced as the patient doctor. Clear? The patient, doctor. सब्र तहम्मुल से काम लेने वाला डॉक्टर. F part, the priest, holiness. Priest means a man who performs religious duties. For example, in our countries, Sufis or Maulvis perform their duties. In Christian religion, the people who perform religious duties is called the priest. The priest, holiness. It will be replaced as the holy priest. Here, priest has been given the quality of being holy. The holy priest. Holiness will change into holy, Holy. The holy priest. G part is the story's length. It's a very simple phrase. The story's length. Length is abstract noun. You can't show it physically. You have only its definition. You will replace it as the long. The long story. The story's length will change into the long story. H part, the mountain's height. Mountains are sometimes high, sometimes very high, and you have to make this abstract noun an adjective with the word high. The high mountain. The high mountain. This was our today's lesson. These were the abstract nouns. You have to change these nouns into adjective phrase. Home assignment. Here some words have been given to you. You have to pick the abstract nouns from the following list and send it to me. Very easy part and very easy assignment. This is your homework. This homework is related to our exercise B1. Make sentences of the words and expressions of exercise B1 from disgraceful conduct to in no intention of. This is your homework. You have to do it in your English notebooks. So this was our today's lesson. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will do the exercise C part 3. Thank you very much.